Okay, so big news, I got a car. For a second I thought that was open. I think I'm in like a literal rave right now. The most embarrassing thing happened to me going through that car wash. She is a 2025 Honda HR-V EXL, and I'm gonna give you guys a little tour today. Just did a quick little pit stop at Starbucks before I head over to the car wash. Today I got an iced matcha latte, which I haven't had matcha in so long. I don't know why, it's probably been like over a year. And I got it with vanilla sweet cream cold foam, with 2 pumps of chai and an extra scoop of matcha powder. I typically don't go to Starbucks unless they have some sort of discount because I like to save. I actually have a coupon for a free car wash, so I'm gonna get her all shiny before I give you guys the car tour. They're so nice here. She just gave me a free air freshener. For a second I thought that was open. I feel like I'm in like a literal rave right now. The most embarrassing thing happened to me going through that car wash. I'm pretty sure the guy thought I have never done a car wash in my entire life because I have a little bit of a migraine, so I can't think properly right now. And so I'm entering the car wash and he's telling me go right, go left, whatever, you know. I entered the car wash and I put the car in neutral because I just think that's what you're supposed to do every time you go into a car wash. I don't know, me not thinking, I had my foot on the brake, and the car wash is starting, by the way, at this point. My foot is on the brake, I don't take it off. The guy comes over and I'm like videoing too, like the start of the car wash. Comes over and knocks on my window and he's like, and it basically explains to me to take off my foot off the brake and to put the car in neutral and to just, you know, let it do its thing. But I have my window rolled down so that I could hear him, and then there's water coming through because the car wash had already started.
You ever put off the brake?
Oh, there we go. It was so embarrassing, but it's okay. And then he was like, do you want me to restart the car wash so then you could do your video? And at this point I was like, no. I was like, it's okay. I'm like, it's fine. We can just keep it going. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys an empty car tour. Been through the process of this for almost a month now. Also, before we get into the video, I did not just wake up one day and say to myself that I was just going to go out and buy a car. This has been such a long process, and I was in no rush to even get a car because when I moved to Florida, I did sell my car originally, and that was, you know, my first ever car that I've had since I was like 16, 17 years old. And that was a 2009 Ford Escape, and it was the color red. And if anyone remembers when I had that car, you know how much I did not enjoy that car. It used to be a rental car, and it also used to be a smoker's car, and along the window, like right here, it had burn marks from the person that owned it before me that would smoke in it. I have been wanting a car for a very long time now. Like I said, ever since I moved to Florida. My car is a 2025 Honda HR-V EXL with the light gray interior, even though in certain lighting it looks like a different color. Like right now, kind of looks like a cream color. Other lighting, it looks white. Other lighting, it looks light gray, as it is. Super beautiful color. I love the exterior color. I love the interior color. I love everything about it. I still cannot believe that this car is mine and this is the car I ended up buying, because I've never in my life thought I would be a Honda girly, but here I am, a Honda girly. I have been loving it, and today I'm just gonna go over some of the features with you guys and give you just a little empty car tour, and also show you guys some of the accessories that I got. Also, if you're brand new to my channel, make sure you guys head down, go subscribe, turn on the post notification bell if you want to be notified anytime I post a brand new YouTube video. Also, be sure to leave me a like and a comment down below. Anyways, let's get into the exterior of my car. My exterior color is the beautiful dark gray. I think the correct name for it is actually like a modern steel metallic, but it is so pretty and it's probably one of my favorite colors that this car even comes in, along with the interior, which is the light gray. It just all comes together so perfect, so I love it. Here is the trunk. It is super spacious. I don't even know if you guys can properly see. It is so hot outside. Anyways, this is a bin that I got for my trunk. I actually got it from Amazon. I tried to get a color that would somewhat match my backseat color, but I don't even know if this matches. It's more of like a cream. Do my little haul for you guys. Here is the backseat. And this is the view from up there. Quickly, I'm just gonna go through and show you guys some of the extra things that I bought just to keep in my car, just in case, because you can never be too sure of what you might ever need. Anyways, starting off, I got this Johnson & Johnson all-purpose first aid kit, $27 value with refillable case. It's got quite literally everything in here. Neosporin, cleansing wipes, band-aids, I don't know, literally everything. Some scissors. That's what we got in there. Next up, I got a little duster because before I purchased this car, I did read online saying that it does get pretty dusty, like on the dashboard and things like that. So I'm actually gonna just dust it, even though it doesn't really need it yet, but doesn't hurt too. Oh, next up, I did get this little key cover that was supposed to go on my key fob. It does fit a Honda Civic key fob, but I don't have that, so throwing that out. It's also too late to return that, so I'm all out of luck for that. Next up, oh, I actually forgot to put this up here. It's a little sunglass holder, because one unfortunate thing that the Honda HR-V does not have is a little sunglass holder, and I've noticed that with a couple different of the couple different Hondas, that they just don't have a sunglass holder. I don't know, the one where you click it in and then it pops out. So I got these. It's light gray, so it's supposed to match the seat of my car. It kind of matches. I don't know. Oh, okay. I think it's just supposed to be like, that doesn't seem right. I think it's supposed to be in there some different way. I don't even know if I'm gonna end up using this, but I thought it'd be cool to have because I don't have a sunglass holder. How is that supposed to go in there? Am I just like, if I put it in like this, then it just crushes my glasses like that. I don't think that works. Oh, another thing I did get was a little tripod. I had it in my console though, but this I also got from Amazon. I like it. This is a good little tripod, but I need to get it to stick again because for some reason it won't stick right now. All right, next up, this one was a pretty important purchase just to have in my car at all times, is a little vacuum, little car vacuum. It's got the little brush right here, and then I have not used this yet, so. Doesn't hurt to have a little mini vacuum in your car. Also, I really wanted one just because I want to keep my car as clean as possible and keep the new smelling. Next up, I actually got a couple things for when I travel with the dogs or when I'm like going for car rides with them. This is just a little cover that's supposed to go on the console right here. It'll just go like right there. It doesn't match. It looks a little silly, but I'm only gonna have this when I have like Olive in the car because she likes to jump back and forth between the front seat and the back seat a lot. And I don't want her scratching up the console because the leather I feel like can scratch really easily. So that is another big concern, and that's why I wanted to get one of these. Next up, the other thing I got are these little car cover things for the back seat actually. Also, when I go for car rides with Cleo, I'll probably just end up putting the seats down because the trunk is black and she won't get all this dirty. So, but I also got these little covers for the windows. So these are just like little covers that go across that. And I think they hook inside the window, somewhere right there. There's that. And then also I got this from the Honda that I went through, and they just gave me an air freshener. They gave me an interior detailer, which is supposed to clean, I think, the leather. And then they also gave me a glass cleaner to put on my screen along with a little microfiber towel. Anyways, that is it for my trunk bin. I'm gonna put this back, and I'm also gonna go through my little kit that I'm gonna keep in my console right here, just some girly stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna put this back in the trunk. One thing I forgot to mention was when I got this car, they also tinted the windows for me, which I was very happy about. I've never had a car that had tinted windows, and I am so happy about it because now people can't just like see right into my window. They also then provided me with the all-weather floor mats with the front seat and back seat, so those are in there. And then I also have the cloth ones as well back here. So these are the normal car mats. I don't even know if I'll ever use these because the all-weather mats are so much better. I'm also not a super big car person, so I'm not gonna be able to go into all the details like horsepower and like, I don't know, random things like that that car people like to know. It's not a super fast car. It's a very safe car though, which I am happy about. The crash test for this car, it's not too bad. It's a pretty safe car. Here is some of the interior features. Since this HR-V is the EXL trim, it's gonna come with all the safety features like lane keep assist and, why am I blinking right now? Also, I'm already at 230 miles, which when I first got the car, it was at like 20 miles. And it's just crazy to see a car have literally no miles on it. But yeah, anyways, you can go home right here. You can see the range and fuel. You can see warnings, audio, phone, navigation, driver attention, seat belts, maintenance, safety support. And then we have the full digital display along with my screen right here. This screen, I actually love that it pops up a little bit. Right here we have like this, the Apple CarPlay, some Sirius XM. I think it came with it. I hope I'm not paying for a subscription for that. And then down here we also have the heat seats, which I am not gonna be having that on because it is very toasty out. I feel like this car quite literally reminds me of a Porsche Macan, and if you don't know what that is, I'll put it on the screen. Looks like that, I feel like. I don't know. Also, apologies if this video is quite literally all over the place. I am filming this with a little bit of a migraine, and it's hard to think with a migraine. And then also something I figured out with these air vents when I was at the dealership was to turn them off. You just put them all the way left and it closes them completely. I never have them off though because I am always wanting the air blasting. Also, I got a new water bottle. It's an Owala, and pops open like that. There's some people walking by and staring at me, so I'm just gonna talk about my water bottle. During the process of getting this car, I learned so much about dealerships and about car salesmen and like how scummy they are and how they quite literally think that you are stupid and that they think that they can scam you. And thankfully I did not get scammed. I did get a really good price on this car for it being the highest trim, the EXL, and a 2025. I did get it below MSRP along with getting, you know, the tinted included, the all-weather floor mats. I got a lot of stuff included for a very, very good price. And thankfully I did not get screwed over. In order for me to get that letterhead, it was so complicated. I'm not even gonna get into it, but long story short, everything worked out fine, and we're looking on to the positives. Even though dealing with dealerships are probably one of the worst experiences ever. Like, and then constantly at the dealership, they're like, oh, we want you to have a good experience, we want blah, 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 blah. Before I drove off the lot, the girl that we were working with, she then mentioned about leaving her a good review, and I literally told her, I was like, we will leave you a good review, but not anyone else here, because the other guys that we worked with at the dealership were so scummy and just like not helpful. They were just, yeah. Anyways, another thing I was so happy with this car was the fact that I have a sunroof. When searching for a car, my biggest thing was that I either have to have a sunroof or some sort of panoramic moonroof, and a moonroof would have been so sick. I had this little white bag in my one bathroom, and so I thought I'd use it for my little car kit bag. Anyway, starting up, I have scissors. These are just some small scissors. I feel like I always end up needing scissors when I'm in the car, so have those. Next up, I have this pen that actually can break a window if you just like take it and then you like smash it. So I feel like that's good to have something like that in your car in case, you know, I don't know, in case anything happens and you are trapped in your car. Yeah, then you can just twist it and it's a pen, so multi-purpose. Next up, I have a hairbrush, hair edit. Great hairbrushes, kind of keep these in my purse, and it's nice to have a small one in the car. Next up, I have some Tylenol, which I literally almost need to take this right now. I was trying to figure out what sunscreen I wanted to keep in here, and this one I very rarely ever use, but I'll just keep it in my car just in case I ever forget that. Next up, I have some Native deodorant. This is also one that I bought during the holidays and then I never ended up using, so just gonna keep this in the car. Next up, I have a little mini Tower 28, and it's the daily rescue spray. This is really good for preventing acne from like forming from your sweat, so recommend this. There's cheaper versions that you can get. You can go online, you could just buy the hypochlorous acid spray. Next up, I have some hair ties. I have some Tilly ties. These ones are good for golf that I like to use, and then I just have a normal hair tie. Little like rubber bands in here, just for like braids and stuff. And then I have some spoolies. I don't know, I just always like to brush my eyebrows out or my eyelashes, or if you ever have mascara on your eyelid, you can just take a spoolie and then like scrape it off. Cuticle oil. It's a girly car kit, but it's a great car kit. Next up, I have some Lumi Glotion. If you ever want to feel glowy and tan, I can just put some of this on. Again, this is just like something that I don't use very often, so I just like want to keep it in the car. Next up, I have a little hair clip. Next up, I don't know why I put this in here, but I have some liquid blush. I actually never even wear blush, but I don't know. I have it in here. And then lastly, what I have in here is some perfume. It's by the brand Dead Cool. It's called Extra Milk. It's like one of the little travel size ones. It smells very similar to the Glossier perfume. That is what I have in my car kit. I'm literally probably just gonna keep this in my console right here. Oh, and then another thing I have that I'll just keep in here is this air freshener, but I'm not gonna use it because I don't want my car to smell like anything besides like the new car smell, so I'll also just put that in here. There's that. Anyways, that's the end of the video, and thank you guys so much for watching. I am so thankful and grateful that I was even able to make this kind of purchase. A car is a huge deal, and thank you to everyone who watches my videos and supports my streams. I am forever, ever grateful that I was able to do this. Also, I need a name for the car. I kind of was thinking Flo for Florida, F-L-O. But if you guys have any name suggestions, leave them down below in the comments, and maybe top light comment will be the name of the car. I don't know why I keep saying her. She just seems like a her. So anyways, comment down below, give me a name for her, or let me know if you like the name Flo. I just thought it was cute for Florida, and I did buy her in Florida. She has a Florida license plate, so let me know what you think. All of my social medias will be linked in the description down below for you, along with my Twitch, where I stream every single day on, where you guys can come and hang out and chat with me. I also have a gaming channel that will be linked in the description as well. Anything that I showed in this video, I will link on my Amazon in case anyone is interested in anything that I have for my car so far. I will probably do an updated video, either talking about my pros and cons that I like with the car, or decorating, things like that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!